Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Veronica, known as Data Geek. Welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel for step-by-step tutorials on Python and data analytic tools. Today, we will build a Fibonacci support and resistance chart in Python using real stock data. I will walk you through this code step by step, so even if you're brand new to Python or even finance, you'll understand exactly what's happening. So right now I'm in Jupyter Notebook, and if you want to learn how to download Jupyter Notebook, I use Anaconda Navagator for that. I will link a video in the description below on how to download Anaconda Navagator. So let's jump right in. In Jupyter Notebook, once you are here, we're going to do these steps. Import libraries and warnings. Then we will download the price data. Then we will pick a recent window. In step 4, we're going to do safely extract 1D series. And in step 5, we're going to compute Fibonacci retracement levels. And section 6, we're going to plot price plus Fibonacci lines. So 6 easy steps. So I will add a cell here and start with importing these libraries. Now before we start, you only have to do this one time. You want to install yfinance. So if you have not installed yfinance yet, simply just go pip install yfinance. Then you run your code. In this case, I already did this, so I don't have to run this. So I will go ahead and put a number sign before that, and it just reads it as a text. But again, all you have to do is just this one time to import those packages. Then I'm going to add another line here. And here we're going to first import the tools we need. So we need yfinance. This will download stock prices. And pandas handles tables. And matplotlib draws the charts. We also turn off a future warning so it doesn't clutter our notebook. And we will run this code by simply hitting on Windows Control Enter, or you can do the play button here, and it ran successfully. So in section 2, we're going to download the price data. So I will add a cell here, TICKER equals double quotation AAPL. Now this is the ticker. So the ticker I'm using is Apple stocks. Now you can use any ticker you want, and I have a list of tickers that I created. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those. So this is a list of tickers. We have big tech, and right here is the AAPLA, which is Apple. So you can use any of these. We have Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, Facebook. So you just use this ticker here. So there's a variety of them. So I have the big tech, then we have finance and banking, a list of those, and energy and industrial. This is good for pattern examples. You can use any of these. And then we have traders love these. I just put a little list of what traders love. You can use any of these examples, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use AAPL, which is Apple. So we will go on with our code. So we're going to go data, this is what we're going to call it, equals yf dot download, open parentheses, and ticker. This is going to pull in our ticker, which is the Apple stock, which we created, TICKER, start equals. Now this is the start date that we want to pull from. So in the Apple stock, they're going to start from the date that we put in here. So we will do 2024, January 1st. And then end equals, and then your end date. So for this example, I'm going to do 2024 through September, comma. And then our progress, PROGRESS, equals false, comma, group underscore by equals double quotation column. So again, this will download historical prices. So here I'm using the ticker Apple. the AAPL, and limiting dates to keep the chart readable. And then progress equals false hides the download progress bar. And the group by equals column makes the column layout simpler. And then also what you get, this returns a table with open, high, low, close, and volume for each day. So now section 3, we're going to pick a recent window. I will add a cell. So we start off with window equals data.tail, and we want 120 in there. This is for 120 days. So if window dot is empty, this is what we want it to do. Raise value error all together, open parentheses, double quotation, no data returned. So it will give us this error. Check ticker / date range. Close parentheses. Run this code, and it ran successfully. So what we did here is we zoomed into the most recent 120 days so that Fibonacci lines are easier to see. So smaller windows help Fibonacci levels match correct trends. Now in our section 4, we're going to go ahead and add another cell here. We're going on to safely extract 1D series. F is simple columns. Then the else is the multi-index columns. And then the if is the squeezed columns, 2D to 1D. And then it returns this. So now in section 5, we're going to compute Fibonacci retracement levels. I will add another cell here. So Fibonacci replacements are percentages of the move between a recent high and low. We'll use the common levels 23.6%, 38.2%, 50%, 61.8%, and 78.6%. We calculate the price, which is the distance, the DIFF, and then for each ratio, we subtract the DIFF times, which is little star, ratio from high to get a horizontal price level. These can act as potential support when price falls and resistance when it rises. All right, so we ran that and it ran successfully. All right, so in section 6, we're going to plot price plus Fibonacci lines. So now we will plot the closing price and draw the Fibonacci levels as dashed lines. So it's going to be FIG, AX equals PLT dot subplots. Open parentheses, fig size equals, and we want it to be 12, 6. Close those parentheses. Next, it's going to be AX dot plot, open parentheses, close dot index, comma, close dot values, comma, then our labels equals, I will call this closing price. So you can name it whatever you like. And then for LVL in levels, semicolon, AX dot AXHLINE, open parentheses, Y equals a float. And we want to use that LVL, close parentheses, comma, line style. Make sure it's spelled right. Equals single quotation and then dash dash single quotation, comma. Then alpha equals 0.7, comma, and then we're going to do a color equals single quotation red, single quotation, close parentheses. Now the last part of the code is going to be ax.set_title. So this is our title. So again, you can name this whatever you like. In this case, we're going to do Fibonacci replacement levels 4, and then we're going to use our ticker. Fibonacci retracement levels 4, curly bracket, and we're going to use ticker, close bracket, double quotation, close parentheses. So in this case, we're titling it as Fibonacci retracement levels 4, and then whatever ticker you used, it will put it there. And then ax.legend, open and close parentheses, and then now we're going to plot show, open and close parentheses. So plt.show. Now we will run this. All right, so now scrolling down to our chart to give a pretty easy explanation about this. So this is what we just created for Apple stock, which is the AAPL. The blue line you see is the closing price of the stock over time. So you can see how it moves up and down from $170 to $230. Now look at the horizontal red dashes here. This is your Fibonacci replacement levels. So they're based on the highest and lowest price in this time period, which is from the 2024, it looks like it's April, all the way to September of 2024. Now, looking at each of these lines, so let's look at the lowest first. So here at 170, we see that it goes over this horizontal red line. So that would be the 23.6% that we entered into our code, right? So that's what we wanted to see. So there's the 23.6%, which ranges from like 180. Then our 61.8% that we discovered is here, where it goes over that horizontal line, which is 190. And then again, the 50% looks like it's at about $200. And then again, we have the 32.2%, which is 210. And then here at this one, it's 217 to 218. That's the 23.6%. So that's the Fibonacci levels. So look at the section in late July to early August. So notice this point here. After Apple hit 230, the price pulled back and landed almost exactly down here at 210, which is the 38.2%, and then bounces back up. So this is what traders look for when price respects a Fibonacci level and reverses direction. And that is it. We downloaded real market data, computed Fibonacci replacement levels, and plotted them in Python. So you can grab the code from the description below, I'll link that in there, and try your favorite ticker and let me know how it goes. Let me know which level your chart respected most. So if this video was helpful for you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you on the next one.